Hi, I'm Biba Pelleron from American Woman in France, and I just wanted to do this quick video because I had a conversation with somebody yesterday and I thought it was very interesting. It was an American woman who lived in the US, but I was talking about this website and American Woman in France, and she said, well, actually, if I had to go to France, with everything that I hear, I would be stressed just going to vacation. I'm not even thinking of going to move over there, but just to visit, I would be so stressed because I hear so many things about the French who doesn't like the American people, so I'm not sure that I would be welcome over there. So it's really interesting because I live in the US for the last 10 years and I hear the same thing for the last 10 years. And when I'm in the US, I hear the American people say, why the French people doesn't like us? And when I'm in France, I hear the French people say, why the American people doesn't like us? So I guess it's really a stereotype because I met numbers of people who lived in France, and if you check just the testimonial and the interview that we have on our website, you will see that all the American women that we interview, they just love being in France and they never had this problem that the French people don't like them. But I think that the reason why we have this stereotype is just because it's just a different culture. Yes, it's true, the French people don't smile that much. The French people don't become friends in 5 minutes like you can do it here. I mean, to become a friend, to have a friend, to be called as a friend in France, well, we need to know the people for a while. It's not like we meet and then we have like a drink or two and we become friends. It's much more than that. So people have probably the feeling that when you meet somebody for a few times and they don't call you a friend, maybe that's the reason why they say, well, why do they don't like us? Well, you know, we had a good time. But in France, even if a French person meet another French person, they will need to meet them a numbers of time before and do numbers of things together before they even consider them as a French. So don't be offended. It's just the way it is. And I think that in order to avoid that problem, whether you plan to go just to France to visit, or you want to go and move over there to work over there because maybe your spouse is a transfer in France for his job, I think it's very important that you learn about the culture, you learn about the etiquette, you learn the mentality of the people before you move over there. And that's one of the main reasons why we did this website, because we want to give you all the information, everything that you need in order to go over there and have a great time and enjoy your time in France, even if you just decide to go for vacation for just 2 weeks. So check on this website, you will see numbers of articles, everything that you need to know before you go to France, the difference of the culture between American and French, the French etiquette, which is definitely completely different. Just an example, speaking about friend, when you meet friend, usually here in the US, well, you give them a hug. Well, in France, there's no hug. French people don't do hug at all. And so what you have to do is that either you don't know the person and you shake hand, either you know the person and you give them what we call la bise, which is a kiss on the cheek, and then you say like la bise, which is you turn your head, and depending on where you are in France, it can be 2 kisses, it can be 4 kisses. It really depends. And usually if you're in Paris, some big city, that would be 2 kisses, so you say, and you hear the noise at the same time, so that's what we call la bise. But absolutely no hug, because if you hug somebody who is not, who doesn't know anything about the American culture, they might be very surprised. So make sure that you don't listen to all of these stereotypes and learn about French before you go over there. Read numbers of books, read again all the articles that we have here. And make sure that you read the interview that we have, all this wonderful interview that we have from a woman who absolutely loved being in France, who either lived in the future, those women who either lived in the past or are still living in France, and you will see they love it, and they will explain also that it's just a stereotype. So don't listen to all of this, get the information you get before you get there, and really enjoy your time in France. See you in the next video.